JJK Majito Chapter 5 is out, and holy moly, Maru is about to turn up. You can literally see that while he's knocked out, his third eye is open and all of the rocks and everything starts levitating around him. But how did we get here? Well, we started the chapter off with a kind of, I guess, mini flashback, though it's not quite clear whether it was actually a vision or a flashback. It starts with some daughter and some mom arguing before it shifts back quickly to Maru lying on the ground unconscious, and then of course the battle ensues between Tsurugi and this cursed user. Now it turns out this cursed user is an old man, and no, not like a grown man, but an old man, like super wrinkly in the face. But he calls himself a first-class Jujutsu sorcerer, and he kind of lives up to that name because not only does he hold his own against Tsurugi, they actually show that his weapon of choice is kind of like this thing, this needle that you use to sew things together, which is kind of what a Shikigami uses to kind of stitch up his face to make himself look young again. They do a little bit of back and forth with Tsurugi actually getting cut right across the forehead, and he's actually trying to figure out what exactly this old man's motivations are, but he straight up says, "I just really like to be in elementary school." He said that not only did he really like elementary school, but he just wanted to stay young forever, which is why again that Shikigami makes him look young by stitching his face up. Now the translations of this part are definitely a little bit weird, so when we get the official translations, I'll make some clarifications. But in the meantime, it seems like Tsurugi opens up a simple domain, and the old man addresses it by saying, "It's interesting to have physical prowess that's traded off for cursed energy," essentially the heavenly restriction, but still be able to have cursed energy to open a simple domain. That seems counterintuitive, which is why again, when more translations come out, I'll let you guys know. But from there, they continue to have some more clashes, but the assistant that actually dropped off Tsurugi and Yuka is actually chanting in the background, putting down one of those curtains that we saw in the original Jujutsu Kaisen. And then whenever that happens, Tsurugi laughs and says that this was kind of part of his plan, and then Yuka comes in from behind and attacks with her claw-like curse technique. After that, we get this gorgeous double spread of both of the siblings attacking him at the same time. And while it seems like they win, it turns out they actually fought like a doll, I guess, of him, because the Shikigami is also able to stitch something inside of the skin and make it move around, so it wasn't actually his real body. And because of this, he's able to get a sneak attack off on Yuka, stabbing her with that giant needle, and then stabbing Tsurugi through the side as well. And then that's when we see Maru with his third eye open like I showed in the very beginning, and all of these rocks and debris floating up all around them, suggesting that he's not knocked out and he's about to go ham. Overall, a really good chapter. I like the way that they're doing the choreography. It is very reminiscent of the original Jujutsu Kaisen in terms of how they draw the action.